So I picked up Remus a little tiny catnip shrimp today at the vet when I got his meds. And look at his little legs. Look at it. I'm so excited about him. Remus doesn't seem to care one whit about said shrimpy, but we do try, don't we, buddy? We do try. In other news, my iPhone is lost somewhere over China. So, great. Panera Bread's order online and pick up and like the rapid to go thing is the greatest thing since sliced bread. It took me 10 seconds to walk in, pick it up, and walk out. Hooray! I just want to take a minute and talk about how I appreciate Minnie Mouse in yellow. She's so cute! Also, this right here makes it really easy to get work done. Yeah, my computer's way over there. And as you can see, I have a call in like 3 minutes. It was gone 2 minutes. It looks like I'm now switching sides on the sofa. Oh, I just spent the last hour sorting through all of the pref stuff. So this box here is all of the pref stuff for the ceremony room. This box here is everything that went on the staircase and the mantle. That's extra tissue paper and batteries I gotta figure out how to store properly. This is a giant bag of tools, so I need one more box that size to put all that stuff in. And then label everything. And then I think I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of these two giant boxes, cases. These are like roadie cases for shows, and I used them when I was doing a lot more photography than I am now to carry all my gear and stuff, but they're just taking up space now, and the only reason I'm hanging on to them is I spent a lot of time getting them decorated, and they're kind of nostalgic and blah blah blah, but I don't need them anymore. There's no point in hanging on to them, so I think I'll put a little post up on the Facebooks and see if anybody wants some later this weekend or whatever. So whew, it's a lot of work, a lot of tool, so much tool. Oh, you're so pretty. Oh my good golly, that's huge. Wow. I do not mind the no phone jack situation because I rarely charge and talk at the same time. But I do mind that the headphones didn't come in a case, that they just came wrapped in cardboard. I do mind that quite a bit, actually. That's a little frustrating. So now I gotta go find a case to keep these in, to keep them clean. Ugh. But that's all right. That's okay. I imagine this was probably cost significantly more than a little plastic case, and they opted to choose this thing, which is what converts the lightning into a headphone jack if you want to use like your, your fancy Beats headphones that have a headphone jack. So that's probably why they did it. I can't imagine. Yeah, that's probably, I can't imagine that they would have picked a plastic case over making sure everybody could still use their really expensive headphones. So that makes good sense. So I'm not as angry about it as I was now that I have thought about it, but it's just, ugh. It's just one more thing to add to my list of stuff I gotta get. But that's all right. That's okay. It could be worse. This feels really good. I expected this to feel weird, but it feels great. And this is on scratching post. It feels good. So I think I've only got like 15 minutes before my next call, so I can't switch right now, but I'll switch at lunch. Yay! Right. So I'm going to go to the Target in the next town over to see if I can't find even a temporary case until all the good ones come out, and a cable wrappy pinch thing because the headphones didn't come with a case, as you saw. So I'm going to try to do all that, get that done, grab some lunch, and then I'm going to use the iPhone to vlog for the rest of the week and just see what I think about it. So when I upload the footage and sort of compare it to last week and see what the quality does. Is it worth it? Is it whatever? Because it sure will be convenient to just carry the one thing around. It will also be a lot less awkward when I want to get shots outside of the house to just whip out your phone and get it done. So far, if I remember to hold it far enough away from my face, that will be fine. Also, haven't made the bed up because lazy. So it may have been less about not including the case over the little adapter thing and more about the fact that the current case design isn't quite fat enough to fit that underneath the top there. So hooray. So I picked up at the Target, they didn't have any cases, which didn't surprise me that much. So I picked up more of these little guys, these little wrappy things. I use one on the car charger because it's like 100 feet long. So I'll just use one of those on the earbuds and call it done. I also got this little guy. He's tiny and he clips into your vent. So we'll see how that works out. Because I can't use the magnet because I don't have a case to go on the back of this phone to hold the magnet. So that's where we are. No. To Pike Nursery to get these paper bags to put in all the dead summer flowers because it's getting kind of cooler at night and they can't survive in that kind of coolness, and I may have gotten some stuff to replace it. Oops. I just discovered something really super cool, and since it was on my phone I can't actually film it happening, but if you type your text in iOS 10, if you type your text message out and then go to put like an emoji at the end, certain colors will turn a different color, certain words will turn a different color, and you can add emoji right in there. Like it'll suggest what to turn it to. It's kind of freaking amazing. Here are some screenshots. Nah? Oh, it's very cool. I don't know how often I use that because I normally don't put emoji in the middle of my text. I usually put them at the end, but still pretty cool. Update here, still working on the chickenpox breakout. This is hormonal. I know what this is. But this normally is only like 1 or 2 big ones, but this month it was just horrible. But we're dealing with it because that's part of life.
Thank you very much. It looks like fancy.
Buddy, could you just not make it to your food dish? Was it just too much work? Have you just passed out for starvation? Oh, poor starving kitty. Way out on the lake are the dragon boats for the dragon boat races.
Dragons.
It's a Superman golf cart, and it's got a cape.
It's going! Hurry, guys, get ready to launch! Go!
So this is the place where they always do a giant Halloween display thing on the golf cart path. And you can tell it's getting close to October because look it. I think they smell my popcorn. Well, you can't have it. It's bad for you. So I have a temporary setup until my new tripod mount thing gets here. It's a little less rickety and hopefully a little more subtle, so it's not so obvious to other drivers and things that I've got the phone up and out on the dash. What was I talking about? Oh, so it's Sunday. I have gotten my shower. I haven't dried my hair yet because I was too hungry. So I left the house and I, just to stretch a minute, I had kind of a kind of morning. So I have stretched a little bit. I have taken down a Pokemon gym because that's what I do now when I'm aggravated. I just beat things up. And I got my ice green tea that I've been through, and I am going home. I'm going to edit this vlog and then get it up. And then around 1:32, I am headed north to Gainesville to do Joan's senior portraits and hopefully have enough time to get a bunch of flowers and make a flower crown for her for a couple of portraits, because I think that would look really cool with her hair. She's got kind of a shorter shag cut. And her dress that she's gonna sing in is one of the things we're gonna do pictures in, and I think a beautiful sort of indigo and purple flower crown with a lot of really rich green leaves would look spectacular. So those are my hopes for today, and then I have to go by the Mall of Georgia and pick up Mom's birthday present. Her birthday is next Tuesday. By next Tuesday, I mean in 2 days. 2 days Tuesday, this coming Tuesday. And I really think that's it. I really think that's it. I have no idea what I have done this week. I really legitimately can't remember. So hopefully it was entertaining. If not, hopefully the footage was pretty with the new phone instead of the camera, because the verdict on the user side, way easier to bust out the phone when I want to record something than to dig out the camera or find the camera, because I've always got the phone, and it was okay, all right, so that didn't work. that didn't work at all. Oh, good times. So it'll be good when the new mount gets here. Yeah, good when the new mount gets here. But verdict is that in general, using the phone is so much easier than having to dig out the camera, carry the camera around. Much easier to use in public. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how the footage looks, and hopefully it's not significantly different from the vlogging camera. If it is, then we'll just have to figure out some kind of compromise. Anywho, that's another tricky thing. You can't have your finger near the screen at all, because if you accidentally hit the end record button, you end up talking to yourself for 5 minutes without recording. Learning curves. Okay, so that was my week. Encourage each other with sweetness and light, and I will see you next Sunday.